we will do some basic math about how much XRP you can own at current price and what will be the return on your investment at different price points and what area you can reach $1 million. Why are we looking at this now? Because it is just starting. If you see the statement from the IMF, you can actually understand that it is starting. Trillions of dollars is actually needed, and therefore showing you that this time it is going to be worse than 2009. And if you actually move ahead, you can actually listen to Christine Lagarde stating that fintech will provide the use case and help people make money. Now, if that is from ECB head, you should not take that as a silly thing. And this one is actually showing you that removing cash from the economy is required as of now. And the next one is actually critical one. It is actually showing you that central bank digital currencies have friction with the commercial banks. And if you actually go through the article, it is actually clear that the intermediaries will be required and they will be acting as the conduits for a flow of liquidity. And finally, this is the most important thing in this one, and with zero doubts it's actually showing you that all the missing informations or the information required to connect the dots are here. It's really easy. If you actually go through that, they're really talking about the interledger protocol, about the future and what's gonna happen. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Now, what will it take to become an XRP millionaire? We'll actually look through that. Say at this price level, currently we are somewhere near 0.17. Only those are lucky are here. And if you consider the total population of the world, that's about 7 billion. And we are not even 1% who are here at this price level. Because yes, there were some who came during the 2017 bull run, but the bear market just kicked them out, or the psychology went so low, many went outside. So at these price levels, say somewhere around 0.17, if you want to own 1,000 units, you just need $170. Say if you're going for 20,000, you need $3,400. So what if the price is just bouncing back to the previous high, that is $3.8? Then with 1,000 units of XRP, you'll actually get $3,800. And if the same, you have like 20,000 units, you'll get 760,000. Now, what will it actually take, conservatively to reach $1 million? If you have, say, around 40,000 units, then at the price of $25 per XRP, it will be $1 million. Now, yes, if you actually look, 40,000 units is kind of a bit much. And when you actually move on and look at 20,000 unit reaching 1 million, that is $50 per XRP. And then when moving again, for $100 per XRP, you need 20,000 units, you need 10,000 units to reach 1 million. So the clear basic idea from this is, as much as you have in terms of number of XRP is going to be what the deciding factor of the return on investment, what you will actually get. So when the prices are this low, what you have to consider is, if you can buy it. Now, that's my opinion based on all the fundamental news we are getting through, which we read through. It kind of gives you that scenario where they're actually looking at interledger protocol and they are moving on. Now, this is between European Central Bank and Bank of Japan. As we know, both of them are really high on the fintech. Precisely, if you look for Bank of Japan, they are actually cool on XRP. Now, this is the first one which we discussed, and we are gonna go through that. This is actually from the Trust in Yourself, and when we actually go through that, it is really interesting that when recently the G20 actually conducted their own meeting, blah blah blah, based on the current pandemic, and now you can actually see that they are actually reporting a physical measure of $5 trillion or over 6% of the total GDP. Now, if you actually consider that, at this price point, they actually need trillions of dollars, and 80 countries are requesting IMF for help. And if you read this, you can understand that we have reassessed the prospect for growth for 2020 and 2021. So then it is showing that it is clear that we are going to get a recession, which will be as bad as or even worse than 2009. So she added that it will only happen this year if the coronavirus is contained globally and liquidity problems are prevented. So it's going to be so hard, like a recession is going to hit, then already the economy is actually slowing down, and if this one is actually continuing for say another 1 or 2 months, then that is going to be a disaster. Now I'll actually play this one for you guys. It's just say 10 seconds, and you can actually directly listen to that from Christine Lagarde itself.
Fintech can do a lot of good, can certainly help make a lot of money, certainly transform institutions, but I think
so it's directly from her, Christine Lagarde, previously on IMF, now heading ECB, European Central Bank, and she is stating that fintechs can actually help people make a lot of money. So if you are on this race, as we told previously, if you are choosing your horse, then be brave, select the right one. Now this is from Marcus Richer, and he's actually showing you digitizing payments, getting away from handling cash. Now, based on the current scenario, it is actually required. And he's actually replying or highlighting the tweet from Naveen Gupta. And this one is actually from FinExtra. When you actually go through the article, they actually discuss about 2-3 different perspectives in which one of them was like they're actually talking about, say, the central banks are actually coming out with their central bank digital currency. And if that's actually available for the common public, then the commercial bank will have issue. They will kind of go down. So central banks doesn't actually want that to be happen. Now in their words, it's like, say the Swedish central bank issues a digital currency. Does that mean that every family and business will have an account with that? No, because if it is gonna happen, then that's gonna be a crisis, and the stability of the system will be in danger. So the central banks doesn't actually want that to happen, and that's why they're actually gonna move through a different area, which is like they'll use both commercial banks and other intermediaries as context for circulating, outsourcing, and all the issues they mentioned above. Now what you have to understand is here they actually state that the KYC, AML, and everything should be kept within the infrastructure. They should not actually abandon those. And why are these there? Because they actually believe that the hybrid model then has advantage of being simpler for the central bank to offer, but at the cost of requiring a more complex infrastructure. And for this infrastructure and the technology, companies can actually provide the capability for this, which is what the company is actually doing. And when they're doing that, they are at the same time also pushing them towards the interledger protocol. So if you look at the proof of concept, they are actually directly aiming towards the interledger protocol. Now when they are checking that, it's for sure they will understand everything related to that. I mean the benefits of interledger protocol once they are connecting one ledger, say for example from ECB and the other from Bank of Japan. In this particular case, the same can be actually done with everyone. When you actually go through this, they're actually discussing about all the different perspectives. Now yes, he's actually highlighting it here. This is actually from I Am the Legion, and he's actually highlighting experiment with and without ILP. But I also would like to highlight to you something here, which is on ledger escrow using HTLC. Now yes, it's not completely related to what we are thinking, but it's an on ledger escrow, which is completely similar. Now it's about a different perspective, but that is actually happening. Now why are they actually thinking about that? Because they need a clear picture that what is going to happen next month, what's going to happen after that. So currently they know how much is going to come out. Say if you look at other networks, say for example Ethereum, they actually maker or the founders actually own a hell lot of ether. Now we don't know when they will actually dump, how much they dump, what the profit they take, blah blah blah, right? Whereas Ripple has always been transparent about this particular issue, and we know that it's gonna be this time of the month, it's gonna be this much coming out. Before we end, I would like to actually go through the charts. Now this is the XRP chart on a 4-hour, and you can still see that we are actually fluctuating within this pattern. Now unless we break above or below, we should actually expect that the price will be continuing within this range. Now, as I stated previously, I still look forward to this price point, that the chances are that the price can actually come back, retest these price levels. So there is still a possibility that before we move up, we may come down. Now yes, this is cryptocurrency and an amateur market, so it may not come back. If it's breaking above and continuing from there, that is hell lot of bullishness.